Good morning, students. Welcome back to the session. In previous video, we have discussed about the types of quantum numbers. With the help of quantum numbers, we can find out the address of an electron. Means that electron belongs to which main orbit, and that main orbit is having how many subshells, and that subshells is having how many number of orbitals, and what is the spin of that electron. That all we can find out. But along with that, we can find out the more properties of electron. But if we have the different kinds of atoms, and they are having the different number of electrons. So how these electrons are distributed in an atom? To find out that the distribution of electrons in an atom, we cannot find out with the help of quantum numbers. We have to learn three more principles. So first, what is an electronic configuration? We have to know about, I said, different atoms have different number of electrons. How these number of sodium, if you take 11 electrons are there. So how these 11 electrons are arranged in an atom? So to know the distribution of these electrons in the main orbits and shells and in the orbitals, the distribution of the electrons is known as electronic configuration. Here you see once. The arrangement of electrons in shells, subshells and orbitals in an atom is called the electron configuration. If you take hydrogen, it has only one electron. So for one electron, by using this formula NLX method, we can find out what is NLX method. N for principal quantum number, L for angular momentum quantum number, and X for number of electrons. But when an atom is having more than two by using this method, it is very difficult because we have the four principal quantum numbers N, L, M, L and Ms. Okay. For if you take the hydrogen, hydrogen means it has one electron, means it is in the first orbit only. So N is equals to 1. What are the L values for the first one? 0. And ML is also 0. What is the spin for first electron? We will take it as positive. For example, if you take hydrogen after helium, this is for hydrogen. If you take helium, what are the, by using this method, can you find out all the four quantum numbers? Just we'll see. N is equals to same. In the first orbit, we can fill 2 electrons. So N is equals to 1, L is equals to 0, ML is equals to 0 and MS is equals to, we have to take it as minus half, because no 2 electrons are, otherwise what is the spin of, here what is the spin of this second electron? For okay, the spin of the electron is minus half. So due to this reason, we can learn three more principles to understand the distribution of the electrons in an atom. So what are the three principles? Pauli's exclusion principle, Aufbau principle and Hund's rule. First one, Pauli's exclusion principle. According to this principle, no two electrons of the same atom can have all four quantum numbers the same. For example, I'll take carbon. I'll take, otherwise helium only I'll take. You can take any. Here, if you take no two electrons of the same atom can have all four quantum numbers same. For example, you will take only the helium atom. It has 2 electrons. So, for this, all the four quantum numbers should not be equal. They must be different. N values in this atom, first orbit we can fill 2 electron. So helium means 2 electrons means, so first electron in the first main orbit, second electron also second main orbit only. So n value is 1, L values means subshell is 0, Ml values are 0, and Ms means we'll get it as less half. Now this is for first electron. Now second electron. For the second electron also you can fill in the first orbit only. So first orbit means again you will get the same values. And in that orbit, the electrons, one orbit in clockwise, another electron in anti-clockwise. So here you should write it as the spin of electron is minus. So if you take, while you are filling the electrons in the orbits, main shells, subshells and orbitals, no two electrons will not have the 4 quantum numbers same. So here n value same, L value same, Ml value same, but the spin of that values we will get different. That we will get it as different. So this is the Pauli's exclusion principle. You take any atom that you will get. Next, Abbo principle. What is that Abbo principle? When you are filling the electrons, so this is the main shells. It has one like this, it has 2, and it has 3 orbitals. So you can fill here the electrons like this, like this, like this you can fill. Okay. But while you are filling the electrons, we have to follow 2 rules according to the Abbo principle. What are the in an order of increasing value of n plus l. Suppose this is the first orbit means it is 1s, this is 2s and this is 2p. Like this we have 3s, 3p and 3d. Like this we'll get it. So first you can fill 2 electrons in 1s. Okay. Then after you can fill 2s. Then after 2p. How to know? First, why you can't fill the electrons in 2p, then after 2s? To know that, we have to follow n plus l value. N plus l value. First, you fill the 2 electrons in this 1s. 1s after, here we have the 2 subshells. In that, in which orbital you have to fill? To find out, we have to find out for this 2s and 2p, n plus l value. So 2s and 2p will find out the n plus l value. So here n means 2. L means s for l value for s is 0. So you are getting 0. For 2p means 2. P value, l value for p is 1. That you are getting as 3. So in this, first find out the n plus l values. Then after, suppose in that which value is the least one. So first you give preference to that orbital and fill the electrons in that. So out of 2s and 2p here, first we have to fill the electrons in the 2s orbital. Okay. Then after 2p. Okay. Sometimes while you are filling the electrons by using the n plus l, sometimes we'll get the same number. For example, I forgot. This is 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p and 3d. Okay. 1s after 2s, 2s after 2p. 2p or 3s, which one? For that again we'll find out 2p and 3s n plus l values. N plus l values means here n for 2, l value for p is sp means 1. So here you will get 3. And here n value, this is the n values 3 and l value for s is 0. So here by using the n plus L method, we can find which is having the lowest. First we have to fill the electron. But here we got it the same n plus L values. At that condition, which one we have to select and fill the electron? For that, the principal quantum number, we have to take the lowest principal quantum number. Here the principal quantum number is 2 and here 3. So which is having the lowest one? 2. So first you have to fill 2p, then after go to 3s. So like that, while you are filling the electrons in an atom, by using the n plus L values, first you have to fill, and if you get the n plus L values the same, give the importance of lowest principal quantum number. Understand? Increasing order of n plus L values. Then if you find out the n plus L values, if you get 3 and 4 means first fill in that 3. Suppose if you get both are same, then at that condition you have to go for which principal quantum number is having the lowest value, fill that in that, then next one. So this is about the Hubble principle. And we have one important diagram. See, for n is equals to 1, 2, 3 and so on, I don't have place here, and n values like this. So first you have to fill 1s, then after 2s, 2s after 2p, 2p after 3s, 3s after 3p, 3p after 4s. Like this we have in textbook. So this is very important diagram. This is the filling order of atomic orbitals. This is the molar chart. So this is the 4 marks question. Draw the molar chart filling the arrangement of electrons in an atom. So you have to draw this figure and write this one also, the ascending order of the orbitals. Here you see, first here arrow mark is these values and these values are very important. So by you have to follow there. First you have to fill 1s after 2s, 2s after 2p, 2p after 3s, 3, like that. The arrow indicates the direction, like that you have to follow the arrow. This diagram is very important. Along with that you have to write this ascending order of the energies of various atomic orbitals. Very important. Now, by using this principle, here in that according to the Hubble principle, we have 1s less than 2s less than 2p less than 3s less than 3p less than 4s less than 3d less than 4p less than, like that we have. For example, I'll take some atom. Calcium is 20. Calcium is 20. Or otherwise simple one I will take. Then after I will take the neon. Neon has 10 electrons. So how to write the electron configuration of neon? So first 1s. In each orbital you can fill 2 electrons. So S means you can fill 2 electrons. Then after 2s. So S means 2 electrons. So out of 10, 4 over. Then coming to the P. In that P you can fill how many electrons? 6 electrons. You can fill 6 electrons. So here 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 6, 10 over. So this is the electronic configuration of neon. Suppose if you want to write out the electronic configuration of carbon, how to write? 1s2 first, 1s2, then 2s2 in s2. So 4 over, more 2 only is there. So that next one is 2p. So 2p, 2. Like that we have to follow the above principle, and easily we can write out the electronic configuration of different atoms. Okay, by using this above principle, the diagram we can write up to certain limit. We cannot write all the atoms electronic configuration. Next, coming to the Hund's rule. Electron pairing in orbitals start only when all available empty orbitals of the same energy are singly occupied. For example, if you take carbon, or otherwise I'll start hydrogen. What is the atomic number? 1 means it has only one electron. So how to write 1s1? Helium 2. So 1s2. Hydrogen, helium, lithium. Lithium means it has 3 electrons. 3 electrons, follow that one. First we have to fill 1s2 and 2s1. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium. Beryllium is 4, 1s2 and 2s2. Boron 5, 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. In P we can fill 6 electrons. Now boron after carbon, it has 6 electrons. So how to fill? 2p2. So it is easy to write, but while you are arranging the electrons, while you are filling the electrons in the orbital, how to fill? 1s2, one is like this, one is like this. Here P, this is the degenerate orbital. In this degenerate orbitals, you can in each orbital you can accommodate 2 electrons. So total you can accommodate 6, but you have only 2. So that 2 you have to fill in the degenerate orbitals. First, each degenerate orbitals you have to fill with the single electrons with the same spin. After that, you have to fill the remaining electron. For example, oxygen I will take. Oxygen atomic number is 8. 8 means 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 2, 2, 4 and this is 4, 8. So how to fill? 1s2, 1, 2, 2s2. 4 are there. So 4 how to fill? So the 2 electrons like this you should not fill in that degenerate orbitals. So according to the Hund's rule, first we have to fill that each electron in each degenerate orbitals with the same spin. After filling this degenerate orbitals, next remaining electrons we have to make it as pairs with the opposite spin. So the fourth one you have to fill like this. So this is the arrangement of the electrons in an atom. By using the quantum numbers and by using these 3 rules, we can find out. Thank you.